let's talk about locks.
Absolutely.
How are they different from loose hair?
Locks are different in the sense that they are an accumulation of both the hair that is still attached to your head and the hair that has been shed. So it kind of has formed a matrix, all in the same little column, and they're all growing together, and they're all stretching out and reaching to, great lengths.
This is why locks can grow to be 20 feet long.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what's different about their care?
The main thing with locks is that you don't want to use a lot of viscous, heavy, thick product. It will get trapped in the matrix. It gets really hard to extract, and you have to use rather harsh shampoos and surfactants and cleaners to really go in there and pull it out. So I like to keep lock products very light, very thin, very fluid, almost like water, so that when you do go to wash your hair and condition your hair, you don't have to worry about pulling gunk out of the matrix.
That does not sound like fun.
No.
The gunk pulling.
Very complicated.
Okay, so what are some things to think about as locks mature, since they can get so long, like for their long-term care?
I like to have people consider that where they want their hair to land. So how much length do you really want to accumulate in a certain amount of time? Some people are comfortable with just shoulder length. Some people want it down their back. Some people want to be able to sit on it. So I like to educate people on, okay, think about how your locks are going to incorporate into your lifestyle. Is this, is waist length really comfortable if, I'm working at a restaurant and my hair needs to be tied up? Or is waist length really practical if I'm in an office or a corporate situation where maybe I need to keep it, a little bit more conservative? So figure out when you are building your locks, even if you're starting them, how big you want them to be, how long you want them to be, and how you want them to incorporate into your lifestyle.
Okay, because do we have to make decisions about like their size, so that if you want them to be extra long, they may need to be a little bigger in diameter?
Yes, definitely. For people that want great lengths, don't try to do that with most T9C locks. That will be an exercise in frustration and futility, and you will get to about bra strap length before things start changing. So as you start to get longer, maybe you want to double them up. Definitely want to consider having a thicker, more bulbous lock if you want to, carry it to your waist or beyond. The front and the top of your hair carry the most weight. So if your locks are thinner there, as they get longer, that's the side that's going to carry all of the weight. You may start to see breakage, snapping, just hair coming apart from the lock, and you want to be careful about putting that much weight on there. So yeah, just be cognizant of how long you want your hair to get, just when you're starting, when you're forming them.
Awesome. How can we determine whether a product is right for locks or not?
Let's talk about the melting aspect of certain oils. Some things break down a little sooner than others. I like about a 6 to 8 second rule on any product. If I put it on my finger and it starts to break down immediately from body heat, excellent. If I put it on my finger and 10 minutes later it's still a solid, that doesn't need to go in your locks at all whatsoever. It's too heavy. It's not going to break down in time, and again, we're going to get product jammed inside that matrix. It's going to be really hard to extract that from locked head of hair. So just make sure that your products are breaking down reasonably quickly.
Awesome. That's a great rule of thumb. Thank you.
Oh yeah.